Um, but yeah, it was great. It was going very well. I liked the story up until that finale, man. And I think part of the issue is James Gunn was hyping this finale up. He said, this is great. And he also said, this is the best work he's ever done. He also said, we have some very heavy hitters in the DC universe coming in towards the end. None of that happened. This was not his best work, not even close to his best work in the finale. There were no heavy hitters, unless you want to talk about Mustache Guy from Superman being in there. Like there,
You
yeah, I
didn't
don't.
like Otis? You don't like Otis? Otis is great. It's such a
You
heavy
know
hitter.
Otis, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't know what. I don't know. Maybe he was just trying to hype it up, but I don't think lying to like the fan base is a great way to hype things up. So yeah, I was very disappointed. Even you said it when I messaged you yesterday. You were like, "Bro, I'm fucking bored." Like, I,
I was sitting there. I'm like, is something good gonna happen at some point? Honestly, the highlight of the episode for me, which wasn't even like this is a really good thing, was honestly just Economos trying to distract the other people in the
yeah,
the Luthor like Bay lab area, and he's just fucking stumbling through every single word. I was like, this is funny, but it should not have been the best part of that episode for the
I
finale.
didn't honestly. I didn't even think it was funny. I honestly was watching it, being like, what's going on here?" Like, um, yeah, I don't know. Peacemaker, for a show called Peacemaker, he was not in this episode a lot for his finale. So that also wasn't great. As well as our favorite character, Vigilante, was really not in this episode. He's
He
in
was
like
really not in that
maybe
episode at all.
4 scenes total in the whole season finale. I will say shout out to Adebayo. I think the actor's name is Danielle Brooks. She was the MVP of this
Yes,
episode. She came in clutch with
she
the
acted
scene.
out.
Yes, her acting was incredible. The scene with the girlfriend made me pretty emotional, where she chooses to let go. The scene where she's talking to Chris and saying, he's the reason, like, she feels safe and is happy, and can continue on, and how they all need each other. She was the MVP of the finale here for sure. Um, yeah, but other than that, I'm like, there were too many like needle drops. I've seen that a lot, where I'm like, yeah, it felt like every other scene there was some like song blasting through my TV speakers. Um, yeah, I don't know, man. It just, the gun jammed at the last second, bro. That's all it is. It's
Yeah,
just a whole lot of nothing happened in this episode until the last 5 minutes, where they kidnap Chris and throw him in another dimension, which I think it's called Salvation, I believe.
yes, Salvation.
And it seems to be that there is a comic run called Salvation Run, which I don't know anything about, but that seems to be obviously what it's based off of and where this is all going. Um, yeah, man, I don't know. It just, even at that, when it was like the last few minutes and finally something happened, I was still like, but what is the idea here? I don't understand.
Right.
Because also, James Gunn has already said that there are no plans for season three. So that means whatever happened here, the only thing it's leading to is Man of Tomorrow, because we know that these characters are gonna like pop up and stuff like that. So I'm like, what does any of this have to do with Superman or Lex Luthor? I'm very confused as to what any of this has to do with any of that. As well as I thought, and I'm not a director, I'm not a writer, I'm not a producer, so maybe I'm wrong, but I thought, you know, if you wanted like, if you're hyping up these cameos that, oh, there's gonna be some heavy hitters that show up or whatever, I feel like when you throw Chris in there, that would have been a good opportunity. I know Chris is supposed to be the first one, the test subject, but it would have been kind of cool to see that maybe there were other test subjects, which happen to be Blue Beetle or Booster Gold or something like that, and you get a quick appearance from one of them going, "Hey man, we don't know what the fuck's happening, but let's figure it out." You know what I'm saying? Like, once the portal closes, if these refugee esque kind of characters of Blue Beetle or Booster Gold going, "Hey man, I don't know you, you don't know me, and we have no clue what's going on, but let's figure out how to get the fuck out of here." And that's where you end the episode of, now Chris is in a different dimension or whatever, but he's with these characters that now everybody's excited to see pop up. I think that would have been a perfect way to like include those characters. But yeah, I don't know, man. It didn't hit.